Now, in the Conducting 1 booklet, we did 4-4, we did 3-4, we did 2-4, we had dynamics, we have indicated time signature changes, how we're going to conduct them. We have retards, holds, cutoffs. Now this page is meant to drive you crazy. It just puts them all together. The only thing is not in here are pickups. But the thing to do is to do it at a variety of tempos, and certainly do it slow enough so you can do everything as much as you possibly can. Get all the signals squeezed in here. I will do it audibly to give you an idea how the mind works, so that my hands translate those thoughts into conducting language. First of all, I'm going to look down and say it's 4-4, it starts on 1. I automatically, my hands come up to here, and I want a preparation going to 1. Slow enough tempo so you can hear all the instructions that my mind are sending to my hands. And 1, 2, 3, bar 2. Bar 3 has a 3-4 time. Here we go to 3 now with a crescendo. 1, 2, 3. Decrescendo. 1. Going to 4-4 now. Bar 5, 2. I'm looking at bar 6. Bar 7 has got a 3-4. 3-4 time with a retard. 1, and 2, and 3, and hold on 8. Now you may have noticed that something has to give, as in bar 4 of that exercise. There's a decrescendo leading to bar 5, which goes into 4-4 time, and I want to indicate that 4-4 time. Well, something has to give. Now we get back to the old bass groove where I said, give the signals in the order of their importance. Well, once I've got that decrescendo going, the most important thing now is to let everybody know there's a 4-4 coming up. It could be a very important situation. So that's what you do. You cheat. You have to take from one and give to the other depending on the order of importance of the signals. And when you do it, of course, has to do with, once again, how long does it take to communicate. So that, once again, looks thusly. And 1, and 2, and 3. Measure 2. I'm going to have to go into 3-4 time now with a crescendo. There's my 1, and there's my decrescendo. Now I have to go to 4 to show everybody 4. I got the decrescendo going, then I had to jump, right? Now we're going to go to 3 and measure 7 with a retard. 1, and 2, and a hold on 8. Right? That. Now the idea of these exercises is to have the quarter note remain the same. Number 2 is 4-4, starts with a crescendo and so forth, then 3-4 and so forth. Here we go. 2, 3, and 1, crescendo. I have to go to 3-4 with a decrescendo. And 2, 3, crescendo. Got to go to 4-4 with a decrescendo. 2, 3, going to 2-4, 1, 3-4, 1, 2, going to 4-4 with a retard. 2, and 3, and 4, and 4. As you get the language and get the technique in your hands start translating. And the idea is to get as many of those things in there as possible. Even on the 2-4 bar, I wanted to observe where is 1. First of all, I indicated the 2-4 bar. Then I said, where is 1? I already have to indicate 3. So the hell with the second beat of that bar. I gave 1 on the 2-4 bar, and as I was giving 2 here, I was indicating we're going into 3 now, and I gave 1 with that. So in other words, taking care of all those things, as many as possible. Now, the third one, you say, I have an olive breve there, and the measures 2 and 3. Let's say this is the tempo. Look what we get in 3-4. 1, and 2. I'm going into 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a decrescendo, because the quarter note remains the same, going into 4. 2, 3, going into 2 with a decrescendo, crescendo, going into 2 with a retard, 1, and olive breve, 2, and hold. See, I did it just to be difficult. If the quarter note remains the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have a 3-4, 1, 2, now we have olive breve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, because it's only 2 conducted beats, not 4, because the quarter note remains the same. And it drives you nuts, because you also have to go, crescendo, decrescendo, I'm going into 4, bing, 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 right? There's another method to my madness, folks. If you'll notice, even in example 1, we go, and bar 2 is in 4-4, bar 3 is in 3-4. You add those two together, and we got ourselves a 7-4 bar. Until you get into, say, film, why bother with all the fanciness? If you want to throw in a 7-4 bar for some reason or other, why not do a 4 pattern and a 3 pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fine. Or in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why not? Because if I show you all this, you're going nuts. We ain't got this yet. So, in these exercises, you're learning to go, say, from 4 to 3, and then later on, measure 4 to 5, you're going from 3, 4 to 4, 4. So you've got a 7, 4 bar the other way, depending on the phrasing. You can notice I also will see a combination of 4, 4, followed by a 2, 4. And that gives you a 6. And you can go pattern of 4, pattern of 2, and you got a 6. You've got a 2, 4, followed by a 3, 4. That can give you a 5. Main thing to do there is when you do arrive at 1, a new bar, have the preparation beat be a little larger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See? Just a little bit larger preparation going to 1. And it satisfies everyone. And it's good, it's clean. It's clean. In lieu of giving you fanciness, classical patterns, you can just do the basics. Because when you might have occasion to use 5, 6, or 7, especially we have to do a main title, or Mission Impossible, all that stuff, you know. And a lot of them have those odd time signatures. Use the logical mathematical combination. For 5, you do a pattern of 2 and a pattern of 3, or vice versa, depending on the phrasing, because you know your beat pattern has to match the phrasing. That, you know, it's automatic, right? So that page, done slowly, and try to think of all the rules involved, all the signals that we've done so far, and try to get them all in there. Try to get everything in there that you possibly can. Now when you go down to the 6/8 lower on, you got 6/8, 12/8, and 9/8. Assume that the 6/8 is in 2, is conducted in 2, 12/8 is conducted in 4, and 9/8 conducted in 3. If you happen to do a 6/8 and it's slow enough, we'll just do 2 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Larger, see a slightly larger preparation going back to 1. If the 6/4 were written phrase 2 and 4, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1.
Okay.
A lot of times, this works very nicely, as long as you don't have any visual problems. Sometimes this works very nicely. Now, I want you to use both hands and train both of them. It doesn't mean you have to use them all the time. But sometimes in a situation like this, I can do this. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. I just use this to prepare 1. And the logic is there. Once you have enough technique, you don't have to worry about it. Your mind will take care of it. You'll just, bing, bam, and it'll happen. Your hands will come up and do whatever they're supposed to do. Somebody did a good thing yesterday. It was in the middle of the piece. On a turnaround, he had an odd number of bars on a turnaround of some sort. It wasn't the regular 2 bars, it was 3, or you know, some thing like that. He's going along, everything was going fine. And the singer started singing a bar early. He went, and when I talked to him afterwards, he didn't even remember it. I mean, he said, oh, that's right. I said, perfect. He said, oh, gosh, I guess it was instinct. I said, you name it what you want, kid. But you'll learn it. You heard it here. He did. He just automatically did it. And that's the kind of technique you want, where you don't even think about it. It just happens.